Magnetomotive force then, call it MMF, call it M sub F, measured in amps times turns. It relates to electricity. Put it on your formula sheet, F sub M or MMF, and it is measured in amps times turns. However, turns is not actually an SI unit. So it's actually just measured in amps. Magnetomotive force. It's the force necessary to produce the flux. It's like voltage that induces current. We need this magnetomotive force to induce magnetic flux. Not measured in newtons. It's a result of the movement of current. It has properties similar to EMF in an electric circuit, which is required to produce that current. It's a direct result of the current in the electromagnet. MMF is based on the current in one single turn of wire. So then to calculate the entire MMF in a magnetic circuit, you must have to multiply by the number of turns in that circuit. So here we go. Let's draw this. So MMF has a formula. It's N times I. N times I, where N is the number of turns of wire in the coil, and I is the current through the coil. So let's look at this coil. This coil has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns in it. It has 6 turns and it has a current flowing through in conventional current flow like this, and that current flows through. EMF is based on the current in a single turn of wire. MMF, magnetomotive force is amps, is measured in amps per turn. So it's the force caused by the current or that's pulling the current per turn. So in order to find the force for the entire circuit, we have to multiply by the number of turns. So this turn has an Fm, and this has a force, and this one has a force, and this one has a little force, and this one has a little causes a little force, and this one causes a little force. And then it's the little force in each turn times 6 turns. And it's from the current in each turn times 6 turns. So it's measured in amps, or I like to say it's measured in amp turns. Amps times turns. It's N times I. N is in amps. Sorry, I is in amps, and turns is T. So number of turns is an arbitrary unit of turns. It's N. And I is the actual current that went through the coil. And that's going to be the same current in each turn, right? So it's amps are the same everywhere, right? Because that's just what's going through this whole circuit. It's going through each of those coils. So we just multiply them together. Number of coils times the current in each coil, and you get the MMF, the electromotive force. Seems too good to be true, seems too easy. So here we go. This is, here's this circuit, and we're going to ignore this formula over to the right that has an R in it, and we're going to look at just the formula. Fm equals current times the number of turns. So Fm equals current, and here's the current I. I believe this is not in this picture that is shown is not in conventional current, so don't do a right-hand rule on it. I'm just going to keep the directions off my flux lines because I don't want to do the right-hand rule on something that is not in conventional current flow. So, but look at this. There is current going through this coil. There's one turn. Here's another turn. Here's another turn. Here's another turn. Here's another turn. Another turn. Another turn. Another turn. Another turn. There's n number of turns. So to calculate the amount of force Fm that is driving this, It is just the current in amps times the number of turns, which is not an SI unit, but I like to put it there anyway. There's n number of turns. Why did I say IT? It's not IT. It's I times n. So I have a mistake here, and then I copy the mistake. It's not I times turns. Oh, I'm going to have this erasing problem again. It's not I times turns. It's I times n. It's I times n. Here we go. I times n, which is measured in turns. I times n. I is measured in amps, and n is measured in turns. That's the FM. That's it. That's electromotive force. Electromotive force is that easy.